Good morning, everybody, and thank you so much for joining this eMarketer webinar. I am thrilled because today I have Stefan with me. Hi, Stefan. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning.
All well with you?
Yeah. Perfect.
Cool.
Perfect.
Cool.
And you?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm super excited for this webinar today because, well, as we discussed previously, this is a webinar that I myself would be joining for sure because it's a topic that I think is super interesting and that could benefit a lot, both on the marketing side and on the sales side of things. So I can't wait to get started. Today, as we talked about, we're going to look at how to sell with video and other marketing tips. And today, as mentioned, I have Stefan Speak from Brave Agency with us today, who is a ninja on all things video and sales tactics related to video. So it's going to be fully packed with tips and how-tos from his perspective. I'll let you introduce yourself in just a little second, Stefan, so as to familiarize yourself with the audience here. My name is Klaus, and if you've been on an eMarketer Academy webinar before, we have met. Good to see you again. And if not, I work with product marketing and partner relations at eMarketer and tend to do a couple of these webinars from time to time, so to update you on what's going on with eMarketer or general marketing and sales topics like the topic today. Just some practicalities. We're going to be at the webinar for around an hour, depending on how many questions you have. I'm sure you do have questions for Stefan today. You will all be muted because we're going to be a lot of folks here today, so please do type your questions into the questions box in the GoToWebinar control panel. The questions are anonymous. Other participants can't see your questions, so don't worry. Shoot us your thoughts and questions there, and we will pick up on those in the Q&A session as we go. Or if Stefan sees a question that he thinks is relevant, he might dive in right during the presentation there. So send us your thoughts there. We will record the webinar, and you will get the slides and recording after the webinar. So don't worry about screen grabbing what we have on the screen. The objectives are to learn why and how to use and create personalized videos to boost your conversion and engagement. And in the invitation, we mentioned that this is both for sales and for marketing. So if you're in marketing and you've got a couple of sales colleagues who haven't joined, you can still send them the email, send them the invite, and get them on board here because it's going to be really interesting for both those roles. Just 2 words or 2 slides rather on eMarketer. If you don't know us, we are a Swedish marketing automation platform founded in 2002. And in eMarketer, you can do all of your marketing activities when it comes to emails, forms, surveys, event management, mobile apps, SMS marketing. You can do lead scoring, marketing automation, reporting, dashboards, and so much more. So if you do your newsletters and you do some events and maybe you do some surveys, so you want to house everything on one platform that is easy to use and can be fully automated, you might want to give us a go. That was all I wanted to say about eMarketer. And for you guys that know me, that is brief when you're Klaus. All right, so right on to the topic of today, how to sell with video. And here I'll hand it over to you, Stefan, to introduce yourself and get going with your presentation. So I'm just going to go ahead and make you the presenter, and this screen will be all yours. There you go. Let's see. Looking good on your end there? We are viewing your screen.
All right.
Yeah. Perfect. So, take it away, Stefan.
Yeah, thank you very much. I'm thrilled to be here. My name is Stefan Speak. I am the head of video and content at the Brave Agency. It's a digital agency in Gothenburg. We are doing all kinds of digital communication, websites, strategies, but also we have a lot of content production, and there I am the master, I could say. No, but today I'm going to talk about how to sell video and also give you a little other video marketing tips. I've been working in the industry for almost 20 years now, and producing television and a lot of corporate movies. And I have seen this incredible development of video, and it's fantastic. So we're gonna take a little bit look here on. I'm going to start with a little more general, talking about different type of videos, and then I'm gonna, on the other half of the session, I'm gonna talk about the personalized video. So let's go. This is what it's all about when it comes to video content, video production, movies, television. It's about engage and build trust. And it's really, really important because you always have to have this message with you when you are creating video content. So I'm going to get back to this later on. So let's talk a bit about video content. All right. I'm going to talk a little bit about the road to success, as I call it, because I think there are a few steps that you need to do before you even go out and film with your camera or your mobile phone or whatever. And that is to create a video strategy, because it's all come down to the strategy. It's where you see what are our target groups, where are they, how can we reach them, and also budget questions. I'm gonna come down to this about external video or in-house, but budget questions is also very essential here in the video strategy, because we need to see if it's even possible to make those to fulfill this strategy. So start out with a strategy. How can video be a complement to our other type of content or communication? But also you need to discuss where is the home for videos, because I have done a lot of videos for different kind of customers, and a lot of times I experience that they pay a sum of money for the video, but they don't have a plan for what to do with it. They just put it somewhere on their website or on YouTube, and then they don't do so much. So I think it's really important to discuss what kind of videos should we produce, and where is the home for the videos. So for example, if you're doing a brand video, a perfect place is to place it on an about site on your website, for example. If you're doing a case study or a testimonial, it's perfect if you have a dedicated case site on your website where you can put these videos, so that you know beforehand that when we're producing these videos, we need to have a home for them. And also the social media. So do your research. Where are our customers and prospects? In what social media can we find them, and target them, and do videos that suits perfect for that audience. So this question, in-house or external video service, it's I think a mix would be really nice, because if you're working, for example, if you're doing a brand movie, maybe a commercial, then it's going to cost a lot of money, and you probably don't have the experience and knowledge in-house. That kind of video you should let external video company do. But it's a lot of videos that you can do yourself, I think. One thing for a starter, you can just do a tip video with quick tips and start out there. So you do some production in-house and some production external, and you combine those. It's all come down to cost, I think. But if you do an either if you're working with in-house or external video service, I think you need to have this continuity in everything you do. You have the same graphical profile. Even if you're producing stuff by yourself, you can buy just simple things like adding nice graphics. You can put up the level, and it's gonna look really nice. So I think that should be a mix here, and then just get out there and start producing when you have done this stuff, and always come back to the strategy, always come back to what is the purpose, what is the goal for our videos, because that's where it starts. So we have a poll here.
Yes, cool. We've prepped a few polls for you guys just to get an understanding of how far you are in your video marketing and sales tactics videos. So I'm going to show a poll on your screen that asks you, does your company use video in their communication today? Just yes or no answer, straightforward. So we'd just like to know how far you are in your not only your thoughts, but also in your execution of your video initiatives. So let's hear it to give Stefan some context as to how far you are. 60% of you guys have voted. Come on, guys. It's a simple yes or no question. Let's see. It's all going to be anonymous, so there's no reason to be shy here. Okay, we've got a lot of votes in, and I think you'll be happy about the results. I'm going to close the poll, just a few more votes, closing the poll now and sharing the results. So the results should be on your screen as well. Stefan, yeah. We've got, let's call it 80-20, right?
Yeah, 80-20. Okay, that's great. All right, it's interesting because it's a trend. There's a lot of marketers and also sales organizations that's working with video. So that's what I expected, I think. 80-20. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Right. Okay. I continue.
I've closed the survey. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. All right. So when it comes to the benefits of video as marketing content, these are some of them. There are more, of course, but the consumers prefer video, and that's a lot of studies shows that consumers prefer video over reading a text, and that's a good one, I think. And also, it's perfect to build trust, to get a personal connection with the prospects and the customers and the audience, because video is a very emotional media, and it's easy to be to trust, actually. And also, this one is a good one. It's ranked higher on Google because Google, if you have a film on your website, for on the first page, and people, viewers, attend and go into your site and they stay for a long time to watch this video, then Google rank it higher, and that's really a good benefit. And also, we have the power of YouTube, as I call it. YouTube is the second largest search engine after Google, and you should be there. And also, if you put your videos on YouTube, you can also rank high on Google's video search. So that's two great things about working with YouTube as a channel for your videos. And also today it's very easy to measure video with the different kind of stats. It can be on if you're using Vimeo, for example, there you can see stats there. You can and also on YouTube, and you can also on you can measure it very, very well today. It wasn't like that before. So it comes down to if I go back to the strategy part, it's here you can see if we have a strategy, we want to this reach, we want to target this audience, and we want this to happen, then you can easily measure that, which is great. And also the last one here, video can easily be shared, and that is also something you like, of course, because it's often you want as many as possible to see your videos, to see your brand, and also if they are shared, there are also possibilities to be that it be comments and likes, and it's engaging. So yeah, this is some of the many benefits of video marketing. And also we're going to do some fast, impressive facts here. 83% of marketers say video has helped them generate leads. And I'm not going to talk so much about this. It's just some fast facts here. 84% of people say that they've been convinced that a product, let's see. Sorry. Yeah, sorry, I had some issues with the technical stuff here. So yeah, 84% of people say that they've been convinced to buy a product or a service by watching a brand's video. And also more than 50% of consumers want to see videos from brands. In 2022, online videos will make up for more than 82% of all consumers' internet traffic. And that's impressive, I think. But beware, because it's 62% of consumers are more likely to have a negative perception of a brand that published a low quality video. And that's something to think about, because it all comes down to, as I said before, the strategy and the purpose and the goal for why you are creating videos in the first place. Because this means that you need to, it's better to have quality instead of quantity in most cases, because I think that a lot of these negative perceptions is because they have seen not actually low quality, but a video that's not engaging and not talking to them in the right way.
A quick question from my side here, Stefan. With quality, us that aren't used to creating so much video, we quickly think of the image quality, the sound quality, the production value. But what you're saying is that's not quality per se. The relevance, the understanding of your target group, whether it's engaging, that's more important than the actual fidelity or the quality of the image, so to speak. Is that correct?
Yeah, that is correct. I think that's my opinion. Yeah. But I think it's two different things. You have the quality, as you say, Klaus, that the video, the audio, yeah, it's going to look crisp and sound clear, but that's one type of quality. But for me, it's almost more important that the message is right. You're talking to the right audience in the right way. So, yeah, but of course, if you don't have good enough sound or good enough images, or it can then it's hard to get quality, the other quality, so to say. So they go hand in hand. But yeah, I see it as two different things.
Cool.
Okay, I'm gonna just shortly look through the marketing videos here. And we start up with brand videos, which is a perfect way to show your company's mission or product or service, and help viewers understand your brand. It can be different kind of commercials or culture, office culture movie that just sets the mood for your company, and this is what we stand for. And then we have educational videos, and this is something that's I enjoy educational videos very much, because the purpose of the educational video is to learn, that the viewer should learn something. And when you do that, you build trust, and they feel that you're giving them something, and also you're helping the viewer to actually use your products, and they can talk with other people about your service or your product. The more you learn, the more you teach them, the better they can spread the word about your brand or your product or service. And then we have the animated explainer, which is something we have worked a lot with. It's a very effective way to explain something that is difficult or hard to grasp, or and do it in a punchy kind of I don't know how to explain it, but you know, you work with an explainer with it's animated, and you have sound effects, and you have music and voiceover, and together they are creating a kind of educational journey for the viewer. So animated explainer is very effective and also very usable to explain a service or a product. Testimonial or case study. This is a great way to show prospects that we have a happy customer, and that customer is talking in front of a camera about how your service or product has helped them to solve their issues or problems, and that means that the viewer thinks that if they have helped that guy or that girl, maybe they can help me too. So it's a good way to, I think testimonials are should be something every website should have, because it builds trust, a lot of trust, when you hear someone else saying this thing about a product or a service. And then we have the live video, and live video is often common on in social media. And one thing that's great about live video is that the viewers stay longer watching a live video than they normally do watching a normal video or a clip in their on social media. So live video could be a nice complement if you want to highlight something, an event or something else from your company, or you want to show your brand. So these are the marketing videos. Now I'm going to talk a little bit about sales videos. And some of the sales videos also can be used by service organizations. So they kind of go hand in hand, the demonstration video and onboarding. So I'm going to start with the demonstration videos, and that is actually that you show something, a demonstration of a software, for example, of if you're selling software services, you show your product or service to the customers so they can learn more about how they can use your product or service in the best way, and also they can see that there can be more opportunities for selling more add-ons if you have a demonstration video and show you have this, but you can also have those add-ons. Or so it's a perfect way to sell. And also if we're looking at the onboarding videos, I can say that the onboarding process, it should be not only videos, but it could be part of the onboarding videos that you're sending a short video that you say welcome them to the as a new customer, for example, and explain what comes next and so on. So a part, I see it as a part of an onboarding process to use videos. So I'm going to show you a short example here of a demonstration video I have made here. So I'm just going to switch. So I'm just going to show you how easy it is to attach a video to an email with Vidyard. And here we have the video that I recorded, and then I just have to give it a name and choose a thumbnail. You have different kinds here, and then you only have to copy link and thumbnail and go to your mail client. And here you see I have prepared a mail for Martin already, and I just paste, and there it is. And when the client or prospect get this mail, they just have to click here and they arrive in this page, a dedicated page from Vidyard, where they can see this video.
That looks pretty easy, Stefan. Very nice. Just need to bring back your slides for this year. Yeah, there you go. Cool.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think it's really easy because I'm soon going to be talking about the personalized video, and also what I did here was that I, as you could see, I attached a video in an email, and that is what I'm going to talk about a little bit later. But this was an example of a short demonstration video, and it's super easy to use, and I'm going to talk about more about that later. But I'm going to talk a little bit more about personalized videos, and it is the kind of a sales videos, and I think it's real. It's a really cool thing to do. I've been working a lot with personalized videos, and I use it as first touch emails, and I use it as follow-up with short personalized videos. So I'm going to show you an example first here, and then we can discuss later.
Good morning, Martin. I just want to thank you for a great meeting yesterday. I think we're going to do some really inspiring things together in the near future. I just wanted to send you the notes from the meeting, and I have attached them to the email. So take a look at them and get back to me so we can see how to proceed. Have a nice day.
Looks like something like that is even quicker than writing the email itself, it seems.
Yeah, it's quite easy actually, and before we go further with a personalized video, I'm gonna ask you if you have tried to send one of those personalized videos yourself before to either a customer or a prospect.
I'm launching the poll now, and as the votes roll in, and we had 80-20 before, what would your guess be here, Stefan?
1090.
1090, yeah. And not in favor of having done the personalized video, I imagine.
No,
yeah. I think a lot of us are still quite daunted or a little bit afraid of doing something like that, because you're really putting yourself on the line with the video that you send via email like that. So we need to learn to get past that.
Yeah, and there are things to do. You need to practice a lot.
Yeah,
then it gets better and better. It feels better and better. All right.
Okay, I'm going to close the poll, and you were almost right, but not exactly. Here are the results. None of us here have tried to send a personalized video to a customer or prospect. So we've got some learning to do. So hopefully,
yeah. Let's get down to it.
Let's get down to it. Cool. I'm gonna hide the results here, and we'll be back at your screen. There we are.
Perfect. All right, the personalized video. It is a perfect way to get personal actually, and build trust, and to do something else that makes you kind of differentiate from all the other mails that are sending to prospects, for example, because it's something else. And I think it's, if I put myself on the other side here, and I think I would be really pleased myself if I received a video mail, because it's something else. It means that I have put down some effort in this by sending my video to you, not just copy and paste mail. It's something else. So it's building trust. And it comes down to what I've been talking about before about trust, because it's when you're doing brand videos, it's you building trust, and when you're doing the educational videos, you are building trust. And also, I think this is a way to do it. You personalize the sales here. They see, the person on the other side see that you're a real person, not a robot. So let's see here. Why use videos in email? Yeah, it's just a couple of things here that I think is important, and I said some of these things earlier maybe, but it humanizes, because video helps humanize the sales process. That's what I meant. They see that you're a real person. You're not a robot. You just sending email after email, and also it's personal. It feels tailored for the receiver, and that means that you do research on the person that you're sending it to, and just by adding a couple of things like their name and also something about their industry or their business, it feels, the receiver feels that, oh, this is directly to me, this is personal. And I think that's the way to do business. That's the way to sell video, by becoming personal. For myself, I prefer to meet people on sales meeting in person, so I can feel the room and talk and laugh together. And this personalized videos are a way to get a little closer to that contact, that human contact. I think that's what I want to say. And the last thing here is that it's visual, and of course we like to, we are very visual human beings. We like to see things moving and see pictures and images. So that's one thing, but also that the customer can see and feel your product or service if you include them in the mail in some way. So in the video, in the personalization video. So this is three things: humanizes, personal, and visual.
Stefan, there's a specific question which relates to putting videos into emails that maybe we can pick up on right now. Licking is asking, how are the delivery results for emails containing videos? Will they be blocked? Would you send a link to an external page with the video? Because I would worry that people would not click, fearing hackers, etc. So this is a couple of questions in, Ron. First of all, the delivery, and would the video be inside the email itself, or would it be housed somewhere else?
No. As in my example before, that I showed the little demonstration, you have a video thumbnail in the email, but there is a link. When you click the thumbnail, you're going to another page. For if you're using Vidyard, for example, they have a special page only for your personalized video. So there is no video attached to to the email. And I'm going to talk about, there are different things that you can do to make people click on the on the thumbnail, because I think that of course people are scared of opening external things and external links and so on, but the thumbnail is a link to a page, a web page where your video is.
I can comment from eMarketeer's perspective as well. We in our email editor, you can add videos as well from YouTube and Vimeo and whatnot. And what we do there is exactly the same. We take the thumbnail image and we put that into the email, because email playing videos in the email client is just not mature yet. It's not accepted in a lot of clients, and we see engagement rates and click rates going way up when people include those type of content. People are more prone to clicking a video to see the message and hear the message than reading the message. So if you've got to read more versus watch video, most people will click the watch video is what we're seeing in our stats, at least. So I hope that gave some perspective look into your question. Thanks for that.
Yeah. Was there any other question, Klaus?
Yeah, a lot of questions have come in, and I've added them to the Q&A session at the end there, because they're good in general. This one just particularly was around email, so I thought I'd just throw that in there now. So yeah, we've got some good stuff waiting for us.
Perfect. Yeah. All right. Those personalized videos, they are perfect to use in as first touch emails, the first contact with a prospect, because we all know if you're just sending, if you're doing a cold call or just sending a mail, it's not the rate isn't so high that you are getting a booking. But I'm reading a study where they tried this, and they had a 4 times higher booking rate when you added video in email, comparing to just a phone call or mail. So it's more effective, and it's, even though it's perfect for this first touch, it's also very usable when you in the other parts of the cycle. So I am using this as just short check-ins and follow-ups, like my little film and my personalized video before. I often do that when I have had a meeting, that I just do a short video, and sometimes I say a couple of highlights from the meeting. If I had a meeting with a person, I say a little highlights from bullet points from the meeting, and then I say that the rest is, you can read the rest in the attached file, for example. So I use it a lot there. And also thank you mail, perfect. If you have a new customer, for example, just send them a nice mail where you thank them for becoming a customer, and let's continue the journey together. And this, all these check-ins, follow-ups, thank you mails, this means that you can sell. It gives you more sales opportunities for continuing and strengthen the relationship once you when you have a customer. Just continue with the relationship and with the use of video. All right, how to get started. There are 2 video platforms that I have tried that I know work. They work well, and that's Vidyard and Vimeo. And they both have free versions, but if you pay maybe $200 a year or so. You can upgrade to their Pro versions, and you get rid of the watermark and so on. So both of them, if you use their free services, they have their watermark and their logo and so on. But I think that it's a good way to start before you pay a lot of money. So you just try these two first and see which one you like the best and which one suits your needs. And there's also a lot of instructions on the internet about sending videos and emails for Vidyard and Vimeo, and they have resources to help guide you there. So that's what I recommend to start with: Vidyard and Vimeo, and others I have written it because there are others, but I haven't tried those, so I can't. I don't want to recommend them. So try Vidyard and Vimeo first, and then if you want, you can search further. Okay, the gear. I think you should keep it simple. As both the two videos we saw before, I used my computer and the built-in camera in my laptop, and also just a headset on one of them and an external microphone on the other. So I think that you keep it simple from the beginning. You can use the camera on your computer because this kind of videos they don't need to be so professional. It comes back to what we talked about earlier, Klaus, that quality, it's more important that you are sending a good message and that you are delivering the message in a good way than that it's super crisp and clear and sounds terrific, I think. So start with use the camera on your laptop, for example. And the microphone, you can use the built-in microphone on your laptop, but I would prefer that you use an external headset because it raises the bar for the quality of the audio. So this is enough to start when it comes to the gear, actually. Lighting, yeah, maybe you want to buy a extra LED light or so, but go for the natural light instead. So, but I'm going to talk about the setting soon, so we get back to that. But for you, still want to spend some money, this Logitech microphone here costs about approximately $100 and it's the real competent microphone for a lot of different use. So if you spend this money, it's well spent. So this one I can recommend. I have one myself. And when it comes to the camera, yeah, Logitech also are great when it comes to this kind of techniques, technology. So I would recommend to go for a Logitech webcam, and the price is the same here, around $100 for this one. It's 1920 by 1080 pixels, so it's high resolution, and yeah, it's a really nice camera.
It's funny that you mentioned those exact two products, Stefan, because here is the Yeti. That's my go-to microphone, and I've got the C920 on top here, and I can really Also recommend those two. They're plug and play. They're that simple to use, and they deliver great quality. So while I do think that the point on don't let gear get in your way, start recording, start building up some confidence and being in front of the camera. But if you're gonna go with the I need more equipment excuse, those two slides there are your first go-to choices. So I get behind that.
Yeah, perfect. Yeah, and the setting, it's important, I think, because I have written calm because I think it's for your sake when you are sitting and trying to record yourself in front of the camera. I have no problems now to sit in an environment where it's some people running around me, as long as they are quiet. But for your sake, when you're starting out, I think choose a calm setting, a conference room, for example, or if you, as I do sometimes, I get in early in the morning before everyone else has come to the office, and then I can do a couple of recordings. So pick a calm setting, and also quiet, because it's kind of disturbing if there are a lot of talking and emotion going on when you are recording the audio, because the audio it's quite important, but not that important that you need to buy a microphone for 1K, but it's important that the viewer can hear you loud and clear, so to speak. And so choose the calm and quiet setting, and also good lighting. And with good lighting, I mean try to use the natural light in the room. For example, take a look around. Where is the lighting coming from the windows? And put yourself so you have the light from the windows in your face. So you shouldn't sit with the windows behind you, because then it gets hard for the camera, and it lowers the light. So that's a good thing to think about when it comes to lighting. Look for natural lights, the windows, maybe the indoor lighting that's already there in the room, and don't film directly against a big light source like a window. So a conference room is, I think, is a good way to start for you, and where you can be by yourself, quiet, and hopefully good enough lighting. The script. This is something that is really important, and I have written maximum 60 seconds. I think that it's good to keep it short and concise, because a lot of us surveys show that a lot of us don't watch longer than 60 seconds in a video. There's kind of a limit there where if it's not interesting enough, you turn it off. So keep it maximum 60 seconds. Short, you can keep it shorter, between 30 and 60 seconds. I think is a good. It's a good time, because if you have been, if you're doing a good script, you don't need to talk for minutes, because then you are saying the right things. So when you are doing the script, when you're writing the script, as I said before, keep it short, concise, and use spoken language, because it's you're gonna see this when if you're starting to make a script and you're writing as if you are gonna write an essay or something. It's not easy to read it, so or talk. So use spoken language instead, because then it's going to be so much easier for you to deliver the message on camera. And it's called a personalized video because it suits the person you're talking to. It's tailored for the person, so keep it personal. And that means that try to use their name when you're talking. Try to relate to something from the business or from the industry or the company, so they feel that this is for me, this is tailored for me, as I mentioned earlier also. So keep it personal and do your research. It has to do with this, keep it personal, that you put some time into see who is the person in front of you that you're talking to, so that you can deliver something personal. And also, you have the opportunity to also promote other stuff, other things in your business when you're doing this. When you're sending an email, you can also recommend a blog post or something, or a service in your video, and also link to it in the email. So there's a lot of opportunities here for sale and to build trust and to be personal, and hopefully to get a second chance when it comes to those prospects, and also nurture the relationship with relationship with your customers that you have. And then practice, because now it's easy for me, but it wasn't at first. You need to practice and read it all over again a couple of times. There are two ways you can go with a script. That's you are writing it, all the text that you are practicing, learning, or you do it in like bullet points, just a couple of words to talk around instead. See what suits you best. I think it's if you only have a couple of words or bullet points, it might feel a little bit more relaxed and not so robotic. So, but it's up to you to choose if you want a full script or if you want bullet points. And practice a lot.
Stefan, we're almost at the hour, so if you want to do a couple of quick questions, we need to kind of wrap up somewhat soonish. So if you have a couple of things that you really want to bring to attention here at the end, it's about time.
Yeah. All right. And a couple of things that I want you to remember. It is when you are reading your script, I want you to smile, because it sends a good signal to the viewer, and also it gives you great tone when you're talking, when you're smiling. Another thing is the camera in eye level, so you don't look down on the person you're talking to, and also add a CTA to your videos. You can do that with those video platforms. It's really, really important to add a CTA.
And that's a call to action for all those non-3-letter abbreviation types out there. A call to action, something that you want them to do.
Yeah, exactly. All right, what you should do now is make a strategy for your personalized videos. Start there to see what kind of videos and what kind of customers or prospects you want to to send personalized videos to. And then you can pick 5 prospects and 5 customers that you do individual scripts for. And you choose the platform and you choose a setting, practice, record, and enjoy. That's what I want you to do now to get started. Do we have any questions?
Yeah, let me. I'm just gonna grab the screen here real quick, and then let's see. Go over to the Q&A session real quick to note down some of the questions that came in during the webinar that we haven't gone through. So you guys should be seeing my screen now, and we head into the Q&A here. So one of the questions that popped up, Stefan, when we talked about consumers wanting to relate to video, and Licken asks here, how does B2B customers react to videos? I'm guessing it's less than B2C consumers. What's your take on that?
Say one more time, so I get it right.
Are you seeing it on my? You should be seeing on my screen if you flip to the GoToWebinar side there. But the question is, basically, you talked about consumers, they want to see video. And then Licken asked, what about B2B customers, business-to-business customers? Are they equally interested in video, or do they react differently than business to consumers?
Are we talking about personalized videos? Or
probably in general. I'm not quite sure which context this was in particular.
Because I'm working very much with business to business companies that wants video. So
yeah, my input here would be like I wouldn't differentiate so much between B2C and B2B. I know it's a bit cliches, but we talk about B2 person, business to human. Both consumers and professional individuals doing procurement are looking for a solution. We're people, and we relate to other people better than we relate to text. So if you see a video from somebody you've had a meeting with, it is natural and it builds trust and relationship more so than text does. So I think, yeah, that would be my take on this one. The next one is from William. He asks, good quality video is important. That was what we stated. What do you, Stefan, rate as the most important? Impressive footage, good content, short videos, or trying to stand out? We touched upon this a little bit with quality versus content. So a little bit of elaboration on that, maybe.
Yeah. Of course, you want impressive footage, and but good content, I think, is a really good thing to start with. That it's it comes down to what you want in the strategy all over again. What do you want? Do you want awareness, brand awareness, or do you want to sell more products, or what is the purpose? And then to create content that suits those needs, that is good content, I think. But impressive footage in a commercial or in maybe an office climate, if you're trying to different kind of brand videos, of course the footage needs to be impressive, because that's how it used to be, and that's how we like it to be, I think. But it depends on what kind of productions or content you're producing, because as I said before, quick tips. I think it's perfect way to start your own journey with video content in-house, because you don't have to have a great camera or a lot of microphones. You can do that with your cell phone if you have a great script and you know who you're talking to and what you want to say to them. So for me, again, impressive footage, yeah, it's nice, but it's more important in certain kind of productions where you pay a lot of money also. But it's good content, don't necessarily need to be impressive footage. It's much better with a great idea and how you take that idea and do something smart that your audience watch, I think.
Yeah. And I think we've been so accustomed now to YouTubers and bloggers and TikTok and Instagram and whatnot, also business to business people, that we're used to seeing normal people speaking to a camera or a cell phone or a webcam. We obviously not for a commercial or brand video, just like you said, but normal videos that speak to your users, your prospective customers, talking about you or your company values or your product. It's a person talking to another person, and there we can certainly raise the barrier with regards to technicalities. A decent webcam or a phone and a mic, and you're up and running. So focus on the message, not the technical aspects here. So that was for you, William. Here's one from me, Stefan, because I really want to get going with this. How much time do you spend on making a 60-second personalized video? What would your take be?
Yeah, it's a good question. And I can say that I do a little research first, and maybe 10-15 minutes, I think, I spend with doing a little research, and then I find a nice location and do a recording, and there you have maybe 10 minutes more, and then I just trim it a bit, I think. The email I have already before made a draft that I am using, but I tailor it all the time for this certain kind of receiver. So maybe 30 minutes, I think. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah,
I
like what you said about
it could be faster also. I can do it in if the message is quite similar to if I reach out to prospects from the same industry or also same business, maybe I can do it on half the time also too, I think. But for you guys, I think you will have to do a lot. I don't say a lot, but you have to do a couple of recordings first, maybe, because it's going to feel a little awkward from the beginning. But just, you know, believe in yourself, do it all over again, and you're gonna do great, actually. And it don't have to be flawless, because it's what you say and also the energy you bring into it. That's the most important. It doesn't matter if you say an ums or but or yeah, because we are humans, so we are no robots, and that's also part of all the personalized theme here, I think.
So practice makes perfect. The more you do, the quicker you become. And as you mentioned, you have a kind of a script. You have a lot of things that go into almost every video you do, but you vary depending on the person and the meeting you've just had. So it's not replacing all of the content. Maybe 80% of the script is more or less the same, but you make variations. And the more we do that, I guess, the quicker we become. Yeah.
And also,
here's a question from Harald. I think we actually kind of already touched upon this. Is the size of the video an issue when sending it in an email? And I guess I can just quickly chime in here, Harald. As Stefan mentioned, the video itself is actually not in the email. It's only an image that really engages the visitor or the reader in clicking to see the video on the web, on a personalized web page. So the video size doesn't matter. It won't damage your email deliverability there. So we're good on that one, I think, right? Here's another question from Likin. How is live video different from webinars like this one?
Yeah, it's kind of a webinar if you do a live show on Facebook, for example, but it's you kind of do the streaming exactly to that platform right now. So you're driving those persons to that social media platform where you want to have them. That's the. I think maybe that's the.
And do you need to tell people when you go live, Stefan, or do you just dive in and hope people will see it? Obviously, the recording will be there on the social media platform as well, but how do you prefer or advise? Would you invite people to a specific time or just go?
For an event, I think or live video, if you want many people to see it, do an invite or create an event and try to get as many people as possible to share with each other and tell others about it. And then you can use a great video from last year's event, for example. So yeah, I would. You can dive in, of course, and it's nice to do that kind of guerrilla marketing stuff where what happens now, oh, that's cool, but it's two different kind of things. I think it depends on the purpose. Why are you doing the live? Back to the strategy again. Why are we doing the live video?
Yeah, exactly. It's always that, right? Back to the strategy. Don't just do it because you can. Think about why you're doing it and what purpose it drives there. So, all right, we're already 10 minutes or so past the hour. So there are a few more questions, and we'll follow up directly with the persons with those questions there. But we do need to let you go and free the rest of your day here. I just want to let you know that on emarketer.com/webinars, we have more webinars coming up. We have also all of the previous eMarketer Academy webinars on demand. So if you want to know about email trends, marketing trends, SEO, Google Ads, videos like this one, and also eMarketer specific webinars, check out that page there. And obviously, if you're on the look for a platform that can manage all of your marketing activities, you're more than welcome to drop on to emarketer.com to try us out for a free trial. And with that said, I'll stop sharing my screen, and it's just you and me, Stefan. And I want to thank you so much for sharing all of your insights and best tips on sales and marketing videos. I think with 80-20 having done video in their corporate communications and 0 of us having done personalized videos, there is, should we call it room for improvement or room for development there?
Exactly. Yeah.
So thank you for nudging us gently in the right direction there. And if just one of us on the webinar today will start doing this, we're a better place video-wise.
Yeah. Thank you for having me.
You're welcome. Hope to see you on another Academy webinar at some time. Thank you, everybody. Bye-bye from Stefan and me, and have a great day. And let us know what you think by replying to me in the follow-up email that will go out with the slides and recording. Bye-bye, everybody.